This is a quick overview of your Gsuite account. When you log in, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have your dashboard. The main things on here are users that you're going to be using the most. You probably won't really use any of this stuff except for users and billing. And at any point in time, if you get lost in here, you can always just click Google Admin. It'll bring you back to this area. One thing that you will need to set up right off the bat, because this is going to expire, then all your emails are going to go down, is you're going to need to set up billing, right? And so, you'll detailed comparison, and this will tell you what versus what you get. I don't think you'd need more than the business starter, I think, which is the $6 a month per. So that's where you're at with that. So let's get you to the most important thing that you're going to be using this for, is probably users. You can see that I already have all of your users in here. Norman is the admin, the super admin. We all know why, just because it's under his name. So you'll just need his information if you want to log in here. And what I can do is I can make Michelle an admin as well. You can make whoever else an admin, but there will always be one super admin, and that is Norman. So if I need to, say I need to get rid of an employee, right, what you can do is you can click that person, and then you can delete that user, right? And then when you get to this area, you can transfer anything that they've created in Docs, in Calendar. These things I wouldn't worry about, but I leave them selected. You can transfer them to whoever you want, right? So if you want to transfer them to Michelle, you could type in Michelle, and that will then delete the user and transfer all of their docs to Michelle. Now you can also say if you don't know if you want to delete somebody, but you need to make sure that they can't access their email anymore, you can also suspend a user, right? So you're still going to pay the fee to Google if they're suspended, but they won't have access. So say an employee loses it and leaves one day, and you're afraid they're going to delete everything or email a bunch of customers, you can click suspend, and that will shut them down. It's something I don't have to use often, but it comes in handy. If you need to reset a password for Joe forgot his password, doesn't know how to get in, you can reset the password, automatically generate, or you can type it in for him and send it to him. Pretty simple. I think that's all you really need to do in there. And then if you want to add a new user, pretty simply just add new user. I normally I have these, which I'll share in a folder. These are the profile images, marketing cares, and then the bird is the basic one that I use if I don't have a picture of them. So for right now, I don't have a picture of Joe. You can see I would need to add one of him. And if you wanted to add his picture, he can either do it, or you can just click in on him and, click right here, change photo, right? So that's pretty easy. So back to adding a user. Photo, first name, last name, primary email, organizational unit will obviously be LiveWell, secondary email. So you can actually set this as their personal email, which is fine. That way they don't have to ask you if they need the password, right? Or their phone number, that you can put that in there, their personal phone number, where they don't have to ask you if they need to reset their password. They can just reset it. It gives them full access over their email account. You would fill out all this information, generate new password or write one for them, and add new user. And what'll happen is when you click that, on the next screen, it'll have a pre-formatted email, and then it'll have their secondary email filled in if you filled this in, or it'll be empty if you didn't, and you'll be able to send an email to that person's secondary email, say their personal email, and it can say welcome to LiveWell Home Care, click here to set up your email. They'll click in, and if you automatically generated a password by sliding this over, it's going to ask them to change their password for the first time, right? So then they're going to have a unique password and access to their email. So that's really all you need to know on the G Suite admin end. Obviously, there's more stuff to do in here. I wouldn't go too far down the rabbit hole because you can. There's just a lot of things you can do. The apps being a big one. That's your Google Drive and all this stuff. All of this stuff comes for free. So there's a lot of things when you start adding phone and all those things. Like all of them are in here. And you can even scroll through and take a look if you want. Photos, payments, play. There's so much. Google Voice you can see is in there. So yeah, that's it. I don't want this video to be too long. Just a quick overview of the G Suite dashboard.